Have you ever taken a daily multivitamin thinking you were helping your body, only to feel more tired, less driven, and even less confident in the bedroom? What if I told you one of the most common vitamins men take every single morning is quietly destroying their testosterone, their erections, and their mood? You see, it's not just what you do for your health that matters, it's what you avoid. And right now, millions of men are unknowingly sabotaging their own masculinity with a healthy supplement that was supposed to make them stronger. It's marketed as essential. It's in your multivitamin, your energy drink, even that immune booster powder you mix into your smoothie. But inside your body, it can drain the very fuel that keeps you alive as a man, your testosterone and blood flow. In fact, I've seen countless patients walk into my office saying, "Doc, I'm doing everything right, eating clean, working out, taking my vitamins, but I still can't get or maintain an erection." And almost every time they were taking this one thing. So if you've been feeling foggy, low energy, or like your drive just isn't what it used to be, stay right here. Because in the next few minutes, you're going to learn the real truth about the vitamin that kills erections and what to do instead. You wake up, drag yourself out of bed, and already feel off. You've slept 8 hours, yet you're exhausted before the day even begins. Your workouts feel heavier, your focus slips, and that natural spark, the one that used to define you, seems to have dimmed. Maybe you've noticed changes in the bedroom too. It's not that the desire is gone, but things just don't work the way they used to. You start wondering if it's stress, age, or something deeper. And the worst part? You've been trying to do everything right: clean diet, regular exercise, even supplements that promise vitality and performance. But nothing seems to change. Instead of feeling stronger and more confident, you feel stuck, tired, unmotivated, disconnected from the man you used to be. It eats away at your confidence, your relationships, even your sense of self. And when you finally look for answers, you're bombarded with conflicting advice. Take more supplements, boost your vitamins, double your dose. But what if that's the exact thing making it worse? That's where the truth begins to unfold. Hi, I'm Dr. Rachel Rubin, a board certified urologist and sexual medicine specialist. I've spent over a decade helping men understand their bodies, restore their confidence, and reclaim their natural vitality without gimmicks, pills, or false promises. Every week, I see patients who are doing all the right things but still feel off: low energy, low drive, struggling with performance or focus. And often, it's not their fault. It's the misinformation they've been fed by supplement companies that profit from confusion. I've treated thousands of men using science backed methods to optimize testosterone, blood flow, and prostate health naturally. And today, I want to reveal what I've discovered about one common vitamin that quietly disrupts male hormones and blood chemistry in ways most doctors never talk about. Here's the truth most men never hear: fixing low energy, poor performance, or weak erections doesn't always start with adding more to your routine. Sometimes it starts with taking something away. You might be shocked to learn that the supplement you trust to boost health is actually blocking the very pathways that produce testosterone and healthy blood flow. I've seen it over and over again: a simple vitamin that seems harmless, even essential, quietly choking your body's ability to feel alive, strong, and confident. But the good news? Once you remove it and replace it with a simple, natural fix, the change can be dramatic. Men report better morning energy, clearer focus, and stronger performance within days. And no, it's not about expensive supplements or trendy biohacks. This is about one small, powerful change you can make tonight: a shift that helps your body restore balance, increase nitric oxide, and unlock the natural testosterone your system is already capable of producing. In just a moment, I'll show you exactly which vitamin to avoid, how it sabotages your hormones, and what to do instead to naturally rebuild your drive and performance, the way your body was designed to. Let's take a moment to understand what's really going on inside your body, because once you see how this works, it'll change how you look at supplements forever. Most men know that testosterone plays a huge role in energy, motivation, and sexual performance. But what's less known is how delicately that hormone system is balanced, and how easily it can be disrupted by a single ingredient that seems completely harmless. You see, your body produces testosterone through a communication loop called the HPT axis: the hypothalamus, pituitary, and testes. It's like a relay race. The hypothalamus sends a signal to your pituitary gland. The pituitary sends a message to your testes, and your testes respond by producing testosterone. Now, imagine if something quietly interfered with that communication line, like static in a phone call. Your brain thinks your body already has enough testosterone, so it slows down production. Over time, that static leads to less signal, less testosterone, and less drive. So, what's causing that static? The surprising culprit is often too much vitamin D and synthetic calcium in combination, especially when taken daily in high doses from fortified foods and multivitamins. Here's why. Vitamin D isn't actually a vitamin, it's a hormone precursor. Your body converts it into a powerful steroid like compound called calcitriol, which helps regulate calcium levels and bone health. In small, natural amounts, like what you'd get from sunlight, it's incredibly beneficial. But when you oversupplement with synthetic vitamin D, especially in pill form, your calcium absorption skyrockets. That can sound like a good thing until you realize what happens next. Excess calcium doesn't just strengthen bones, it also builds up inside your arteries, your prostate, and your smooth muscle tissues, the very areas responsible for blood flow and sexual performance. When your arteries stiffen or narrow, blood flow to the penis becomes restricted. Erections rely on healthy, flexible blood vessels that can expand rapidly when nitric oxide, your body's natural signal molecule, tells them to open up. But when calcium hardens those vessels, that expansion becomes limited. This condition is known as vascular calcification, and it's been linked in studies to lower nitric oxide levels, reduced erectile strength, and even premature cardiovascular aging. And here's the kicker, that same imbalance also disrupts testosterone production. When calcium levels in the bloodstream rise too high, your pituitary gland receives a feedback signal to slow down certain hormones, including luteinizing hormone, LH, the chemical messenger that tells your testes to make testosterone. So, in simple terms, too much synthetic vitamin D, more calcium, less nitric oxide, plus lower LH, weaker erections, and reduced testosterone. Now, before you panic and throw away every supplement in your cabinet, understand this. Vitamin D itself isn't the villain, it's about dosage, source, and balance. When you get vitamin D naturally from sunlight, your body self regulates. It produces only what it needs. But when you take high dose capsules every day, your body loses that control. The result is hormonal confusion and mineral imbalance. And there's another layer most men overlook, magnesium. Magnesium acts like the traffic controller of your calcium levels. It keeps calcium in your bones and out of your arteries. But guess what? Many multivitamins contain far more calcium than magnesium, sometimes in ratios as bad as 4 to 1. That imbalance sets the stage for exactly the kind of vascular stiffness and hormonal shutdown we're talking about. Without enough magnesium, calcium builds up where it shouldn't. And as nitric oxide production drops, blood vessels lose flexibility, meaning weaker, slower, or incomplete erections. Even worse, excess vitamin D and calcium can lower free testosterone by increasing levels of sex hormone binding globulin, SHBG, a protein that locks up testosterone, making it unavailable to your cells. So even if your blood tests show normal testosterone levels, your body might not actually feel it because that testosterone is bound up, unusable. In other words, the more you push synthetic vitamin D and calcium without proper balance, the more you choke your body's natural pathways for vitality. But let's take this even further. When nitric oxide drops, it's not just your sexual function that suffers. It affects your brain, your focus, your recovery, and even your sleep. That's because nitric oxide helps regulate oxygen delivery throughout the body, including to your brain and muscles. When you're low on it, everything slows down: motivation, endurance, and confidence. And that's why men often describe this downward spiral as feeling older, even if they're only in their 30s or 40s. So, to recap the science in plain language, synthetic vitamin D plus too much calcium equals hormonal confusion, reduced nitric oxide equals poor blood flow and weaker erections, low magnesium equals calcium buildup and vascular stiffness, high SHBG equals trapped testosterone and low drive. All of this creates the perfect storm for fatigue, low libido, and erectile issues, even when you're doing everything else right.